It began with one man's ability to recognize a problem and create a solution. A solution that, at its heart, is all about people. People who long to realize their ambition to own a successful business. People looking for important, fulfilling work. And most importantly, people who simply want to live more fulfilling lives, even in the face of illness and injury. This focus on people became the foundation of a business that grew from one small office a half-century ago to more than 300 franchise locations today. We're excited to celebrate 50 years of integrity, innovation, and most of all, compassion. It's a story best told in the words of those who nurtured our growth and those who will shape our future. Just listen.
Frankly, this has never been documented.
It was Chicago businessman Leroy Detman who planted the first seed of what would one day become Interim HealthCare. Starting in 1946, his business, Labor Pool, grew into a thriving franchise with offices in a dozen states. Key to this growth was Labor Pool's banker, Ray Harridges. In the 1960s, Ray moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and launched a business to provide front office help for doctors' offices. A year later, things hadn't panned out, so Ray called on young Al Sorensen for help.
I flew down to Fort Lauderdale. I made about 100 sales calls on doctors' offices, and it basically confirmed the fact that they did not want what Ray was selling.
It wasn't office help doctors saw a need for, but rather professional care for patients in their homes. Ray and Al immediately changed their company's focus and, with it, adopted a new name, Medical Personnel Pool.
And that business took off in Fort Lauderdale. That's exactly what the market was looking for.
Recognizing a great opportunity, they quickly moved to franchise this new concept. Labor Pool franchisee Hank Watson was the first to sign on. With Al in place as the new company president, Medical Personnel Pool offices were soon opening across the country.
Arthur Salo, who bought a franchise in 1971, was a retired executive, very, very successful. Well, he brought his son Harry into the business.
I was my father's proxy, so I'm the kid in the room for most of this. And I did what all the old guard told me to do, which was find the best person you can and hire that person.
As the reputation of Medical Personnel Pool spread, more entrepreneurs were attracted to this franchised business concept.
And it was just the opportunity of getting in on the ground floor and watching the business take off with successes and failures as any normal business would.
Through the decades of growth and evolution, one thing remained constant.
We did the same thing back 50 years ago as we do today in terms of trying to just do the very best at servicing patients.
Bottom line of the business, though, was the business was based upon integrity, and that's what attracted me.
The foundation of Interim HealthCare is integrity.
Change is our middle name. Things happen every day, and that's what I like about it.
The way it was when my father and mother-in-law started isn't necessarily the way it is now. And it won't be the way it is, hopefully, when our son decides to take over the business.
Over the past 50 years, Interim HealthCare has certainly seen their share of change.
The very first time I joined the organization in Cincinnati, Ohio, it was so different. The only technology we had was being able to transfer a call.
But perhaps the changes in business regulations have been the most profound.
The rules and regulations that we have to follow on a day-to-day basis, how we've been able to take care of our patients.
It seems like every time, particularly when working with the government, you think you figure out the system, it's going to change again.
Interim HealthCare responded by innovating the way care is delivered in the home.
Care became more disciplined. I think there was more process improvement.
But we were the first people to take a child home on a ventilator to the home.
Innovation has allowed us to do our business much easier, quicker, and more accurate than ever before.
This tradition of innovation has enabled Interim HealthCare to lead the home healthcare industry for half a century.
When I look at it in retrospect and I think here's nurses using tablets, aides using smartphones, customers going on a portal, it's incredible. But it all fits. Keep our mission and improve lives using technology, but never having it substitute for the care that is actually delivered by the people who care the most.
We have a patient who just turned 100 years old. And one of the things that she wanted to do is that she wanted to meet me, of all things. She wanted to serenade me. I mean, to have a 100-year-old woman in her condition singing to you, I mean, it just draws at your heartstrings. This is one that you remember.
Interim HealthCare is a business with a heart, and that heart beats true in every interim caregiver and franchisee.
Compassion is kind of the heart of the business. I mean, you wouldn't be in this business, frankly, if you didn't care.
The business of medicine does not always feel compassionate, but when you're at home, in your safe place, with your family, your friends, your surroundings, your pets, compassion is very important.
We become their family, and we're in their homes, and we make a difference in those people's lives.
And I think that the compassion comes with the nursing profession.
It's about caring. It's not just about making money. It's about making a difference in your community.
First of all, not many companies ever get to 50 years.
Reaching 50 years is a huge milestone.
It takes much more than just delivering a good service for a decent price over 50 years. You have to be exceptional.
After 50 years of growth and evolution, Interim HealthCare is still looking toward the future.
The addition of technology paired with the best skilled caregivers, that's going to catapult us into whole different sectors of business.
We are always going to be seeking the best solutions for our patients and employees and clients in a way that nobody else will.
We're here to stay, and we'll be a big piece of what's happening in healthcare.
We have truly just begun.
When I think about the future of Interim HealthCare, I feel energized.
I feel confident.
Optimistic.
I would say the word is proud. I'm proud of Interim HealthCare.
Since our beginnings in 1966, the world has changed dramatically. Yet one thing remains the same. Care is more effective when it's delivered in the home. For more than half a century, we've stood on the front lines of healthcare. We've helped tens of thousands of people live with greater safety, independence, and dignity through the miracle of home care. As our franchisees build businesses, create employment opportunities, and make such a difference in the lives of the people they serve, the values they stand for every day form the foundations of our future. With this continuing commitment, our future has never been brighter.